What's going on, XRP Army? It is Joe. Welcome to the channel today. Today we're going to be discussing the Crypto Summit. It has came and gone, and while XRP holders might not have gotten the news they wanted, I do still believe there's plenty of reason to be bullish, and a lot of that has to do with some of Brad Garlinghouse's comments that he released, and we're going to discuss that. We're going to break that down. We're going to go over why I think there's some hints involved in there, and we're going to break those down and talk about them. So while XRP holders are a little disappointed with that Crypto Summit, with that strategic reserve announcement, there is still hope, there is still optimism, there is still reason to be bullish. So I know everyone wanted XRP to be in that strategic reserve. Everyone got excited when President Trump posted about XRP, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum also joining Bitcoin in the reserve. So when we got that reserve news and it was only Bitcoin, a lot of people got disappointed. And then he had just mentioned the stockpile, but then at the summit he didn't mention XRP or any of those other coins by name. So a lot of people were a little disappointed in that as well. But there is still reason to be optimistic. If you were watching my video before, I did the day before the summit when I was breaking down the news, I did say I don't think XRP holders are going to get great news here because everyone seemed to be thinking it was trending towards a Bitcoin only reserve with some of those coins being used other ways. I did think we might get a little more information about XRP, but I went into that summit tempering my expectations after some of the news and how people were talking about crypto the day before. So I was a little disappointing, but not all that surprising, to be honest. I do think the best news for XRP is coming up, and they just wanted to make sure Bitcoin, the clear leader in the crypto industry, got that good news first. I think that was important to a lot of people in crypto, that Bitcoin got that clarity and got that special announcement just for them first, and then we can kind of trickle into some of these other coins. So with that being said, before we hop into what Brad said, if you guys wouldn't mind, please like the video if you like the content. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and it would be awesome to get there. So if you like this content, hit that subscribe button, hit those bell notifications for more content, and I would love to provide that for you guys. And then also comment below throughout. Like, I'd love to interact with you guys. So if you are enjoying the content, please feel free to comment below, and I will respond. So with that, let's hop into this news. So, Brad Garlinghouse, some weeks feel like months in crypto. This was one of them. From the White House Crypto Summit to the CFTC CEO Roundtable and the sheer amount of news announced. Hooray for the National Crypto Association. It's been quite a few days. So just starting off there, you can see in only a few days, Brad Garlinghouse was everywhere. He plays such a big role, and he is getting Ripple, he is getting XRP, he is out there making connections, he is putting his face in front of big names, he is putting his face out in front of so many different people, and that's going to pay dividends. It's the world today is a lot about who you know, and Brad Garlinghouse is taking full advantage of that. So that is definitely something I'm paying attention to, and you can see just in this first sentence how busy of a week he had and the people that he talked to. So moving on, there's been a lot of talk about what this White House has and will prioritize with their crypto agenda. Most importantly, regulatory clarity through congressional action. Regulatory clarity, So the SEC case in Ripple, that regulation clarity that we've been looking for, is he hinting at that? Like, that's certainly something that was probably discussed there. As well as the Bitcoin reserve and crypto stockpile. Crypto stockpile. XRP is heavily rumored to be involved in that crypto stockpile. President Trump mentioned XRP. There's been some reports that he just mentioned the top 5 coins in terms of market cap and didn't really mean anything, but I'm not buying into that. I think he mentioned them for a reason. He just didn't. They're just kind of backtracking and trying not to get people too excited about that right now. And I do think XRP will be involved in a crypto stockpile in some way or shape or form. And then he goes on, and support for stablecoin innovation backed by U.S. Treasuries. XRP has RLUSD, the stablecoin, and potentially backed by U.S. Treasuries. That would be game changing, and we know this was announced at the Crypto Summit as well. that stablecoins are going to have a huge priority in this administration, and they're going to really look into how stablecoins are going to be used. And they did say stablecoins, not stablecoins. So whether it's USDC and RLUSD, I think that's very possible. And if RLUSD is used in some way, shape, or form, and it's backed by US Treasuries, that would be game changing. So definitely something I'm paying attention to. And I feel like all of these words were said for a reason. The regulatory clarity, the crypto stockpile, and then the stablecoin innovation backed by US Treasuries and more. Brad Garlinghouse knows what he's saying, and these were all topics at the White House while he was there. I was extremely pleased to see the incredible support from this administration. Yes, President Trump and Brad Garlinghouse seem to be talking a decent amount. We've seen them together several times now. So knowing that Brad Garlinghouse is doing all of this and getting that incredible support is very encouraging. It's easy to get lost in some of the maxi-induced noise, but there's so much more to this industry than the infighting in one coin versus another time-wasting rhetoric. This is also something we know that Brad has been fighting for some of these other coins, and he's not happy with all the Bitcoin maxi-induced noise. There's a lot of Bitcoin people that do not like XRP right now. They feel threatened by XRP, and the Bitcoin tries to put all these other coins down and just play that superior, just act superior to all the other ones, and he calls it a time-wasting rhetoric. He's had enough of it. He just wants everyone to get along, support one another, and he thinks that's good for crypto as an industry. So to see all of these people that representing different companies and coins all at this Crypto Summit was very encouraging for that, and I do believe we are taking steps forward, but they did want to just give Bitcoin that, they just wanted to pat them on the back, give them that self-confidence that they need, and they didn't want to necessarily hurt their feelings and make them feel good. So now that Bitcoin got that to themselves, they got that strategic reserve, I feel like they're happy, and now we can finally move forward and together. So I do feel like that's what he's saying there, and we will, as we've always done, continue to champion the need for a level playing field. And it was great to hear others in the room echo this as well, and for the industry to come together to move much needed legislation forward in the US. So this is kind of what I was just saying. I feel like Bitcoin people are happy now, and now the industry can come together and move forward, and that legislation can happen, that regulatory clarity can happen, and I feel like this was super important in making all that happen. An incredible thank you to Real Donald Trump for opening and welcoming us to the White House. Amazing contrast to the hostility of the Biden administration. David Sachs and Bo Hines for a truly historic summit, and Caroline Pham for hosting us at the CFTC. And then he posted some pictures. He was just right down the aisle from right down the table from President Trump. You can see Brad Garlinghouse at the end right here, and then you can see him just putting his name and face in front of so many people in the industry, and that's why I am so bullish about XRP and Ripple still. So there you have it. There's his comments about the Crypto Summit, about this week. He had a busy week. He was everywhere, and I am leaving. Well, XRP Army did not get the news they were hoping for in terms of a strategic reserve. I am still very optimistic for all the reasons mentioned above that Brad kind of covered in that post. There's just so much to look forward to, and I think big things are coming. Speaking of that, I'll just show this again. I showed this the other day, but Senator Lummis, thank you. Next week should be fun. This was in regard to that strategic Bitcoin reserve. And so that hints at more coming this coming week, and I'm super optimistic about that. And then she goes on to say this is only the beginning. President Trump promised to lead the most pro-digital asset administration in U.S. history, and today he is fulfilling that promise by embracing Bitcoin as a strategic asset. President Trump has chartered a path to addressing our national debt and securing America's position as the world leader in financial innovation. The American people will look back on this decision as the moment we reclaimed our financial future, and I look forward to partnering with President Trump and get this across the finish line. So even though XRP did not get the news that they necessarily wanted with that strategic reserve at the Crypto Summit, you can see that big things are coming for crypto as an industry, and I do think XRP is going to be heavily involved, whether that's RLUSD, XRP, Ripple, whatever it is. I think all of them are just going to find big success, and I feel like this was super important for crypto as an industry. Even though it was mainly Bitcoin that reaped the rewards and got that, I do feel like it's good for crypto as an industry. I'm saying bullish, and I think big things are coming ahead. So give me your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on what Brad said? What are your thoughts on the Crypto Summit? What are your thoughts on the strategic reserve? I'd love to know what you think about XRP, what you think about stablecoins, how you think they're going to be used, and I'd love to interact with you guys. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get me to 1,000. That would be awesome. And then comment below. Other than that, I look forward to bringing you guys content daily, and I will talk to you guys next time.